How's everyone doing today? Hope you are doing well and not panicking after the weekend that Bitcoin had. Boy, did Bitcoin and the crypto market vomit over the weekend. We're talking real puke. Thanks to Elon Musk. He's one of the reasons. One of the reasons. Anyway, I'm going to get into the story, guys. The meme of the day is from The Simpsons. I believe this is The Simpsons. And the top panel says, is the use of fossil fuels for energy a global problem to be addressed by all industries, not weaponized to attack the one specific asset that threatens the status quo? That's the question. The bottom panel says, no, it's Bitcoin who is wrong. And of course, this meme makes fun of the fact, questions the fact that so many other things use energy. So many other things use fossil fuels for energy, and so many other things supposedly contribute to climate change. I don't know. I'm not a climate change expert, nor do I give a crap. But there's so many things, like the lithium batteries used by Tesla, which are terrible for the environment, mining of that lithium. It's also bad for the people that are actually mining it, but that's a whole nother story. The energy that's required to make your mobile phone, for example, for all those mobile phone parts, that's terrible for the environment. Of course, plane travel, private jets that the oligarchs are taking, like Elon Musk, that is terrible for the environment as well. Anyway, there's so many things that are absolutely terrible for the environment that use fossil fuels, etc., blah, blah, blah. But of course, the oligarchs, the mainstream media, they're focusing on Bitcoin, as is Elon Musk. He's focusing on Bitcoin. So there's a reason behind all of that. I did a video last week about the reasons that I thought Elon Musk was going after Bitcoin. We did a Duran live and we got the question about Elon Musk and Bitcoin. And I said, don't listen to Elon Musk. In my video last week, I said the same thing. Don't listen to Elon Musk. The guy is an oligarch. At the end of the day, he is an oligarch. He is not here to save the world. There is not one oligarch alive today. Never has been, never will be. There is not one oligarch whose purpose is to save humanity and save the world. That's not what they're in it for. They're in it to make money. They're in it to exploit the world. They're in it to exploit the people. They're in it to take advantage of the people. They're not here to save the world. They're not here to get us to Mars or Moon or whatever bullshit he's grifting. That's not their goal. Is not to get us to Mars to save humanity or to get us to the moon to save humanity. No, their goal is to make money. 100 billion, they want 200 billion. 200 billion, they want 300 billion. And as long as the people that are above those oligarchs, because believe me, there are people that are above institutions and people that are above Elon Musk and that are above Bill Gates that have said, you guys can have your 100 billion, you guys can have your 200 billion, but every now and then, we're going to call on you. And when we call on you, you better do it. Because if you don't do it, then we're going to destroy you. Take a look at Bill Gates, everybody. Elon Musk and Bill Gates, there's no difference. The same oligarchs, just different times, different generations. Bill has run his course. He did what he was told to do. He made more money in the process. But now that people aren't listening to him and that people don't like him very much, and I'm being very polite now when I say these things. People don't like him very much. I'm using very polite language. The powers that be above Bill Gates are throwing him under the bus. They're getting rid of him. Take a look at all the news that is coming up about Bill. They are burying him. They're burying the man. Microsoft board members wanted Gates gone in 2019 after investigation into sexual relationship. During the probe, some board members decided it was no longer suitable for Mr. Gates to sit as a director at the software company he started and led for decades, the People said. Mr. Gates resigned before the board's investigation was completed. They had a board investigation in 2009. Listen to this. The investigation conducted in late 2009 was launched after a woman in question, a Microsoft engineer, blew the whistle over a years-long sexual relationship she had with Gates. Right around this time that Gates' relationship with the notorious pedo Jeffrey Epstein had spilled into the public sphere, Melinda Gates began exploring divorce. Microsoft received a concern in the latter half of 2019 that Bill Gates sought to initiate an intimate relationship with a company employee in the year 2000. In the year 2000, said a spokesman for the company. A committee of the board reviewed the concern, aided by an outside law firm, to conduct a thorough investigation. Throughout the investigation, Microsoft provided extensive support to the employee who raised the concern. Who knows what the hell's going on? Sometime in 2000, Gates was screwing around with someone in Microsoft, an employee, or he was hitting on someone at Microsoft. Who the hell knows? She was hitting on him. The guy is a billionaire after all. He is Bill Gates. Who the hell knows? But this is what they're digging up now. I'm not saying Bill is innocent, guilty. I don't know. I don't care. I know he's been on the Jeffrey Lolita plane. We have the log files. There's eyewitness accounts, from what I understand, according to a film on Netflix, a documentary from Netflix. Not me, Netflix, that has people that worked on that island, eyewitnesses that say they saw Bill there, as well as Andrew. Who the hell knows? What I do know is that now that the population does not trust Bill because of all the restrictions and all the crap that he has been throwing at us, the people that are above Bill, the institutions that are above Bill, they're throwing him under the bus. They're done with him. The same is going to happen to Elon. The same is going to happen to Elon. When they're done with him, they're going to throw him under the bus, everybody. That's my opinion. That's my thought. At the end of the day, though, he has a job to do. He's got his 100 billion, but he also has to do some things. They're calling on him and they're saying, Elon, you have to do some stuff for us. One of the things that I think he has to do is he has to freaking drive the price of crypto down, especially Bitcoin. Why? Because this is a wealth transfer that's taking place right now. It's a wealth transfer. People that are panicking are going to sell. And you know who's going to buy? Institutions, oligarchs, Musk, Gates, Dorsey, Zuckerberg, and the people above them. The governments, the institutions, the governments, the deep states, the bankers, the banking families, the traditional banking families. We all know the names. The traditional robber barons and those families. They're all going to buy it up because the last thing they want to see happen is everyday people like you and me having a piece of this, having a piece of Bitcoin. That's the last thing they freaking want. And so before it's too late, they've called on Elon and they said, Pied Piper, Trojan horse of crypto, do your thing. And that's what he's doing. And that's what he's going to continue to do. Why do people listen to him? I don't know. Who cares if Tesla sells their Bitcoin? Who cares? Who cares if Elon sells his Bitcoin, which he's not going to do? Who cares? Who cares? Bitcoin is so much more than Elon Musk. So much more. Magnitudes more. Don't let him take your money. Don't let them transfer wealth, guys. This is my opinion, not financial advice. Everyone is free to do whatever they want. Everyone is free to do as they want. Do your research. Look at the markets. You know what position you're in. You know what you need to do. Do it. My own personal opinion is don't let these institutions take your crypto. See this as an opportunity, if you can, to either hold or buy. This is just my opinion. Because I think after this low, right now it's at 44,000. I'm in Greece, European time, Central European time, early morning. The price is $44,700. Ethereum's at 3,465. I think there's a level of support at 43,000, 40 to 43,000. I think there's a good level of support. Could it go lower? Yeah, could go to zero. But I don't think it will. I think that level of support is going to hold. I think whatever damage was done. And now I believe you're going to see a rocket ship. This, once again, not financial advice, just my opinion, guys. Just my opinion. 43,000, I believe, will hold. Look, the weekend was bad for crypto. You had, of course, Elon Musk. You also had the DOJ and the IRS come out with a statement that they're going to crack down on cryptocurrencies and taxes, people evading taxes with cryptocurrency. You know what I say to that? Capital gains. If you sell your crypto, whatever country you live in, whatever the laws are, if you sell your crypto and there's capital gains tax, you're going to have to pay that capital gains tax. The simple solution, in my opinion, is don't sell your crypto. unless you absolutely need it, because I understand maybe you have loans, maybe you have certain obligations, but if you don't absolutely need it, don't sell it. With each passing day, there are more and more services that you can use to buy stuff with crypto, to actually buy physical goods with crypto. Tickets, trips. There's sites. There's Travala, which you can buy trips with crypto. There's Shopping.io. There's StormX. There's all kinds of services which actually let you make purchases now with crypto. Once again, I'm not saying that you should spend all your crypto either, but if it's about capital gains, the simple solution is don't sell it, no capital gains. That's a short and medium term solution. Anyway, you had that announcement as well. There was an announcement that they were looking into Binance as well before the weekend started. So all in all, you had a lot of bad announcements. Also on Sunday, people usually dump on Sunday as well. There's usually a lot of selling on Sunday. But I think it was kind of the perfect storm. And so it just completely rocked crypto, 20, 25, 30% down, maybe more for Bitcoin. I think we have a good support level. And I think now crypto, Bitcoin, all of it is much better off not having Elon Musk screw around with the market. And that's what he's doing. He's screwing around with the market, guys. Look, here's the, I'll put a link down below. Here's the thread, the Twitter thread where Elon is bashing Bitcoin. He's saying it's not decentralized, bad for the environment, Tesla may sell. He got into this whole Twitter exchange with people. A lot of people bashed him on it. Max Kaiser called him out. A lot of tweets were calling him out. A lot of people were pissed off with him. People were pissed off. Elon makes Peter Schiff seem rational. Yeah, the guy's up and down, man. What did I say in my video last week? All these guys, all these oligarch billionaires, man, they're psychos, man. To make that kind of money, you have to be freaking psycho. Whatever the psychological term is, Machiavellian, psychotic, sociopath, whatever the hell you have to be, that's what you have to be in order to have 100 billion. You want to save the Earth, Elon? Screw the moon, screw Mars. Why don't you just invest on planet Earth? And I mean real investment, not to climate change activists and NGOs and Soros crap, color revolutions and regime change. How about building homes for homeless? How about creating stuff that really helps people on the ground, that helps communities on the ground, one at a time? That's just my opinion. He could do as he wants with his billions. That's what he worked for. That's what he earned. That's what he was allowed to make. That's what he was given. Whatever the forces that be, the powers that be that put him in that position, c'est la vie. Anyway, the title of this article says, ever heard of Bitcoin? Elon Musk has epic meltdown, arguing with Bitcoin fanatics. Look, it was a freaking shit show. But it's interesting that he brings up PayPal, and I'll end it with this, because he said in the Twitter exchange that he knows something about money because he was one of the founders of PayPal. Keep this in mind. In Silicon Valley, the people that founded PayPal were known as the PayPal mafia. They're still known to this day as the PayPal mafia. These were guys like Elon Musk, Peter Thiel. Remember a couple of weeks ago, Peter Thiel was also crapping on Bitcoin, saying it was some Chinese weapon, while he was also buying Bitcoin. So on the one hand, he was spooking everybody and trying to get the government to crack down on Bitcoin because he said it was a Chinese weapon. But at the same time, he's buying up Bitcoin. So Peter Thiel was part of PayPal. Reid Hoffman, the guy that has LinkedIn. Also a guy that is tied to Jeffrey E. via MIT. There's a lot of stories about him having meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. And he was part of the PayPal mafia. He started LinkedIn. You had the guys that started YouTube, Hurley and Chen. They were part of PayPal. Max Levchin, also part of PayPal. So all these Silicon Valley guys, they somehow came together and they created PayPal. And then they went on to do other things. They all became super rich and they all created their different little silos of technology dominance, of their own little technology castles. Some bigger, like Tesla and Elon Musk, some smaller. But they all became kings of their own little tech castles. That's PayPal. That's the PayPal mafia, guys. Remember PayPal? You know, they've deplatformed a lot of people for free speech issues. They've cut off the legs of many businesses because they had problems with what they said, free speech, because those people were speaking freely. So, I don't know, guys. These aren't the best of people to take advice from. Even if he talks about Dogecoin, God, don't let Elon even pump up Dogecoin. Don't let him do it. Don't listen to these guys. These guys are in it to manipulate and to enrich themselves, and more importantly, to enrich their buddies, to enrich the Davos crowd, the Bilderberg crowd. That's what they're in it for. That's what Musk is doing. A lot of people were saying he's playing 3D chess and 4D chess, and he wants to do all of this stuff with crypto and Tesla in order so he can get carbon credits from Biden. Give me a break. Give me a break. Elon Musk and Joe Biden are playing 3D chess with each other. Yeah, right. That's ridiculous. Elon Musk is not playing 3D chess. He's not playing 1D chess. He's not playing checkers. He is just driving down the price of Bitcoin. And as people are selling, everyday people are selling out of panic, institutions are buying, oligarchs are buying, and they're laughing. And they're going to pat Elon on the back and say, good job, man. Thanks. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Elon Musk fanboys are going to shit on this video. I don't give a crap. This is just my opinion, not financial advice. I talked about this last week. I talked about this the other day. And here we are. Don't listen to these guys. Anyway, guys, Alexander's channel, the Durant's channel, my channel, Odyssey, Super U, and Locals. You'll find us on all of those video platforms as well as BitChute, all great video platforms. You'll find all our channels there. You'll find the links down below. Durant Shop, 10% off when you use the code REALNEWS. Take care.